Where's the lady? She just asked that question. What's her name?
Alicia?
Zelda.
No.
Zelda,
Yeah.
Matilda.
Yeah, where is she? The poor
she's
girl
there.
find her.
She's there, but she's not on camera.
Oh, Matilda is here? Okay.
Yes, she is.
Oh, yeah, she's here. Okay. So, Alicia, so let me prospect you,
Okay.
and that way you know what I say.
Excellent.
And then, see, the idea is when you talk to people, you want to make sure there's no room for objection.
Okay. Okay.
So, the good rule here is good opening
Mm-hmm.
and a great closing.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. In any presentation,
Mm-hmm.
what you do in the body of the presentation, that not that big,
Okay. Okay.
but you got to have a great opening. It's like a sandwich, right?
Right.
So
Right.
you don't want a top bread or a bottom bread soggy. I mean, that would be
Woo!
all over the place.
Yes.
So what you put in the bread, that's not
Mhm.
that important,
Yes.
but the bread has to be good. Clear?
Absolutely.
So
Yes.
good opening, good closing.
Okay.
In
Okay.
any presentation, whether it is a minute presentation or a half an hour presentation.
Okay.
Clear?
Clear.
Okay. So I'm going to prospect you.
Mm-hmm.
And doesn't matter where you are. So let's say like Matthew said you are in a grocery store.
Okay.
So smile,
Hey.
have a nice clothing.
Okay.
Make sure you smell good.
Yes.
Have an additional perfume or cologne in your car.
Okay.
Pray on you before you do start.
Okay.
Because you may be in a place where it was stinky. So
Right.
you want to have a aura on you.
Mm-hmm.
Step number 2, walk slow. Do not walk fast.
Okay.
People who walk slow, they have the aura. What they do is they try to judge the room, judge like looking at the audience.
Okay.
You don't see a good speaker running to the speaker. They
Mm-hmm.
walk very slowly by judging the audience.
Okay.
So maybe somebody else is watching you, how you behave in a. Okay. So walk slow, smell good, smile.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever the issues you have, leave it at the door.
Okay. Okay.
That's the beginning.
Love it. Love it.
Clear? So you got to have, it's like some Zoom etiquettes, there's a prospecting etiquette.
Okay. Okay.
So you do that.
Mm-hmm.
We said yesterday, never leave your home casually.
Mm-hmm.
Because how do I know that I'm not going to see another Alicia?
Absolutely. That's right.
It's very possible.
Mm-hmm.
And you're not the only Alicia. There's more than one Alicia's God made. True or not?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So that's certain principles you follow.
Okay.
So once I go in there and I'm walking, so I'll go close to you. I gauge you. You fit what I want.
Mm-hmm.
It's like looking at the book looks good from the cover.
Got it. Okay.
Mm-hmm. I have not read the book yet, but looks good on the cover. I like the cover.
Okay. Okay.
I might put it back once I open the book. I might put it back. No, this is not a book I want to read. But I like the cover. So I want to see how you look like.
Okay. Okay.
Do you fit in 25 to 55? Do you have the kids? Do I see a wedding ring? What do I see in you?
Okay. Okay.
Do I want you in my business? Are you look like a person who I can invite you to my home?
Okay.
If those things are not coming, I'm touching it.
Got it. Got it. Okay. Okay.
In the aisle, there's a lot of stuff. You only pick what you need.
Okay. That's good.
Clear so far?
Good. Very good.
So what happens in during the time, so you're doing all that. Once that's said and done, then okay, now it is my what?
Opportunity.
Presentation time.
Got you. Okay. Okay.
And so, hey, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good, beautiful day.
It is. It really is.
What? No work today?
Just came back from jogging. I am off today. I'm so excited.
Oh wow, you're off today.
I am. I am.
Man, you must be rich. You must have a great business going on that you can jog in the middle of the day. May I ask you, what business are you in?
I'm a doctor.
Oh, you're a doctor.
Hmm.
What kind of a doctor you are?
I'm a naturopathic physician.
Well, that's a big name. What is exactly that you do?
I help people heal with herbs and they get to the root of their problem instead of medicating them.
Wow. How long you been doing that?
16 years now.
16 years?
Mhm.
Wow. You run your own practice?
I do. Uh-huh.
So you are like a consultant?
I am a consultant. They would, in the naturopathic world, they would say a healer. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Mhm.
So where is your office? Where do you run it?
I'm in Tennessee right now. I'm right in Gallatin. Yeah.
Oh, I know a lot of people there.
Yeah. Nice people. Really nice.
Let me ask you a question.
Uh-huh.
Since you are running a practice, so you do like helping people. I'm in a business where I get a lot of people and they're looking for such kind of help. Would you mind if I refer my people to you?
Oh, I would love it. That'd be awesome. And you said you do what now?
I'm in a personal finance. What I do is I manage,
Oh.
promote, and market financial products. But I have a lot of people who come in and they can use your help. So
Oh, wow.
would
Could I
you
send my people
mind
to you?
if I refer people to you?
I'd love it. And I'd love to send my people to you as well so they can afford my services.
Okay, I appreciate that. What I will do is let me give you my number
Okay.
and I'll take your number
Okay.
and I would love to meet with you. Tell me a little bit more in detail because right now I don't have a time. Tell me a little bit more in a detail what exactly do, how it works, and then I can tell you a little information about me.
Okay.
So I'm going to be home around 4:30, 5 o'clock. Is that a good time to give you a call?
Yeah, it's great.
Okay, great, Alicia. I'm not messing with you. My name is Tony. Here's my number. And I have never given a card to anybody in my life, Alicia.
Okay.
All I do is my index cards. See that? Yeah. There's the index cards. See that? See that? It's an index card. So you say, do you have a card? This is my card. So I pull this one out, full card. I fold it, and I write, my name is Tony Rana. How do you say your name? You said, give me a card. You didn't say me a business card. Card is a card is a card.
Wow. Wow.
Card is a card is a card. Have you ever received a card and you have thrown in the trash?
I have.
I mean, honestly, how many of us, people give you a card, here we go.
Absolutely.
Half of the dozens are hanging on a drywall.
Absolutely. Yes.
So I'm giving you a card. I know you're going to throw it, and I'm going to lose 10 cents. Thank you very much.
Okay.
I ain't doing it.
Wow. Wow.
Because you're asking me, you're going to make a judgment based on what it says on my card.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to make certain amount of judgment about me.
Mm-hmm.
So I ain't going to allow you to do that. Remember the sandwich.
Got it. Open and close. Got it.
Open and close. Because I did not ask you about any opportunity. You said you're a doctor, you were 17 years. So I'm not going to make a transition right there. I need to get you in where?
The ring.
Mm-hmm.
So the only way I can give you the ring, if I could say something, which is you want to get it done also.
Sure.
So you are in a business, you want more referral. Would you mind if I send you the people?
Love it.
Yes. What's in it for me? Okay, this one is for you.
Mm-hmm. I
So
love
that's
it.
how would I do it.
Okay. Okay.
Anybody has any questions on that?
No, don't. We can't leave me yet. So now you've got me over there. You just told me in general, and you got me excited. So then start that conversation once you call me.
Okay.
Start that conversation so you gear it toward me and away from the business.
Sure. Good afternoon. Ring, ring.
Hey, how are
Alicia.
you?
How are
Hey.
you?
I'm good.
Hey, this is Tony. We met this morning
Oh, at the
at
grocery
Food
store.
Lines.
Yeah. How are you?
How are you? Did I catch you at a good time?
This is great.
Okay. Well, wonderful. Well, I won't take much of your time. Write this word down. I'm not taking your time because I'm very busy.
Okay.
So the people who don't say that line, the line is there just to let you know that I don't have enough time to talk to you right now.
Got it. Okay.
Because I got the potential. Now all I need is what? Set a appointment.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
We're still not in the ring to give you all the details.
Right.
Clear?
Mm-hmm.
So don't make a mistake of excelling or marketing or explaining your business on a phone. It doesn't work.
Got it. Okay.
Still not in the ring yet.
Sorry?
You're still not in the ring yet.
You're not in the ring yet, buddy.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
So did I get you? I don't have much of, I won't take much of your time, Alicia, but I was looking at my calendar. By the way, when is a good time to meet with you on a Zoom, or we can meet for a cup of coffee? When is a good time to do that? Is a weekdays good or weekends are better for you?
Weekends are amazing. I'm off on the weekends.
Saturday or Sunday?
Let's do Saturday.
Mornings, afternoons, evening was good for you.
Let's say afternoon, anytime after 12.
Okay, guys, here's the second part of this, okay? We are in a business of people. People react differently. So, guys, if you're talking to a female, here's very keep this in mind. I'm not kidding you this, because people judge you and you want to stay out of trouble. So if I'm talking to Miss Alicia, so I'm going to give her an option. So would you like to meet on the Zoom or in a public place for a cup of coffee? I would never ask Alicia, a stranger, come to my office.
Right. Absolutely.
I'm not taking that chance.
Absolutely.
So keep in mind, make sure if you're talking to a female personally, meet them in public or on a Zoom.
Absolutely.
Okay. So what would you prefer?
Zoom is perfect.
Zoom is perfect. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to schedule it. What day you said? Saturday, right?
Yeah, Saturday around noon.
Noon? Okay, we'll set it up. We're going to meet for around 25 to 30 minutes.
Okay.
And let's share that. I want to hear what you have, and so that I can refer people to, and I also tell you what we do. That fair?
That's awesome.
All right. I'll see you there. I'll send you my Zoom ID and a password. Once you get that, please text me back to make sure you got it. And secondly, would you need a reminder, by the way?
That would be amazing.
Okay. I will send you a reminder.
Okay.
Beautiful. If anything changes, I'll call you, and I expect you to do the same. Is that fair?
That's fair.
All right. Let's meet it.
Awesome.
My appointment is set.
So you're just there, you're just making the appointment. So you're not even getting into the weeds of what they need or anything. Okay. So that's even further of a breakdown than yesterday. Perfect. Okay.
Because I'm going to open the can of worm.
Yeah.
What are you going to explain me rule of 72 on a telephone now?
Got you. Okay.
How are you going to explain me all your therapies and all that on a telephone?
Right.
Unless you show me the bone structure and all that.
Absolutely.
Right.
How are you planning to do that?
That's right, Tony.
Yep.
So it is very important. So you take your time and do it correctly.
Got it.
The people who get a lot of objections because they don't use the process.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
You're trying to bake the things so quickly. Don't do that. It takes time. That's okay. But if you do it correctly, then it gets done right.
And then you're also building relationship, because you said you were going to call me at 4 or 4:30, and you did.
That's important.
Now you're doing it again. You see what I'm saying? So I love this. Like, this is perfect timing because I'm mature enough in the business to understand what you're saying and to have done it the wrong way enough that I can now apply it. I shared your recording with my girls yesterday, and I mean, my team is just like, wow, you know, and it wasn't like, well, I've listened to you for 2 years, Tony. I ain't never heard you say what you said yesterday. I promise you. But it really did. When I tell you the light bulbs that went off, it made all the sense in the world. So yeah, thank you for that. But this piece here, this is even greater because again, that's been my challenge. Even though I'm doing a field training and that person has credibility and they can rave about me, I got to build a credibility with that person myself as well. So by making those many appointments and continuing to keep them, that does it. She's of her word. Everything she said she was going to do, she said it'd be 10 to 15 minutes. It was even less than that. Now it's 30 minutes. And we keep building because we got to build a relationship before you give me that credit card.
That is true. That is true. That is true.
I'm pleased.
So going back on Matilda, send me a link. With all due respect, Miss Matilda, that would come up if you're giving me more information.
Tony, can I just make a comment? It's the people we meet on LinkedIn who have said open to work. So it's not the person I met in the store.
Well, if you're meeting people on LinkedIn, do not. I don't know who you meet on a LinkedIn. I don't use LinkedIn. Okay,
Tony,
I'm very, very old-fashioned.
Yes.
I love talking to people because I need to know who I'm bringing in my business. So it's good, it can be done, but I have not experienced that. Most of the people I know on a LinkedIn are very professional, but they're in a business of selling. If you are in a business of building, you're building with the people, then you go where the people are. Unless you want to sell it, then you should take a selling approach. You know, in the old days, there was a toaster. There's a lot of people, Chamber of Commerce have that. So people did do that, but the builders, they need to go and find their people.
Okay. That's good. Thank you.
So I never have can you send me the link? What link would you want me to have? What link you want?
So Tony,
so here's what I will ask the question. See, all is in are you asking question. Ask me, send me a link.
Send me a link.
Send you a link. Now let me ask you a question. May I ask you a question?
Yes.
In scale 1 to 10, 1 being the lowest, 10 being the highest, how would you rate your knowledge about personal finances? How would you rate your knowledge?
Just 4.
Have you ever gone to a doctor?
Yes.
And have you ever gotten your x-ray done?
Yes.
Do you tell a doctor just send you the copy of x-ray, or you want doctor to explain you the x-ray?
I want doctor to explain.
Why is that important? Why don't you ask him to send you the x-ray?
The doctor is a specialist. He can explain.
You can see an x-ray, so why don't you get it? Could it be possible you don't have the knowledge about the x-ray?
Yes, I don't have the knowledge.
So if you're looking at the x-ray, you may not be able to diagnose the problem.
That's right.
And that's why you're looking for a doctor.
That's right.
Guess what, Ms. Matilda? I'm a financial doctor. If you need to know about the link, I got to be there for you to see it. Can you see why you don't? Why that would not work?
That's right.
So you show them the examples, and they can figure out. Okay, it's not going to work. Clear?
Yes.
So any questions after that before we move forward? Any questions so far? So we went to prospecting and setting an appointment. Now we're going to get into the presentation. Any questions? Any questions? Going once, going twice, and it's done. Okay.
Sorry, Tony. How many minutes do you actually take?
Say one more time, Miss Matilda.
Miss Ida?
Sorry,
How
Ida.
many minutes actually do you take doing this? Do you do the prospecting and the appointment at the same time? No. Correct.
People's retention on a Zoom is very little.
Mm-hmm.
So
20
don't
minutes.
extend it more than 10, 15, 20. You're talking 20 minutes is too much.
No, I meant what we did right now was the prospecting and at the same time the appointment.
Setting
No,
the
prospecting.
appointment.
I took the time that I'm going to call you back.
Okay,
Then I call at that time and set the appointment.
correct. So for the prospecting, how
5
many
minutes.
minutes?
If
3
you're
minutes.
doing the presentation of prospecting,
Mm,
it should not last between 2 to 3 minutes.
correct. Okay.
If it lasts you more than 2, 3 minutes, you start hitting yourself.
Yes.
Now you are talking too much.
Yeah. No, mine
Now if you see yourself more than 2 minutes, three is coming to 3, you're spoiling it.
Yes.
And then the call when you set the appointment is another 2 minutes, right?
That's not more than 2 minutes.
Yep. Now we're on the appointment. So you prospect me at the grocery store. You called me. Now I'm ready to get on an appointment.
Now you're ready to
Appointment. Here we are. Now we're ready to talk for 30 minutes.
Now we're going to set the time. We're going to talk for 20 to 30 minutes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, when you get on appointment, remember that yesterday we need to know what do they want, right?
Ye-
So we established that, right?
That's what you're going to do in the beginning of this appointment now.
Every appointment gets the same way, right?
Okay.
So what do you want? Why you want to work with me? What is you're looking for to do the cost, right? So we establish the cost. Then I'm going to ask a question. What? Let me ask you a question. Can you write your check? Can you write a check to yourself for
Yep.
this amount? That's a yes or no question. Is that a yes or no? No, I cannot do that. How does that make you feel? It doesn't feel good. So if we can help you to achieve your goal of sending your child to the college, how serious are you scale 1 to 10? I'm 10. So if I know they are married, then I should not proceed from there. Then it's time for me to get out. Then this is an important decision, and you did say you have a significant, you said you were married. If there is significant others, please don't go further. You'll be wasting your time. It's not happening.
Yeah.
I mean, how many times we need to make a mistake before you're making a mistake?
And Tony, I've done that. And I mean, just to testify to what you're saying, not only, they may, even if she's an independent woman, she may get it, but it's going to come up in conversation and that becomes a freaking chargeback.
Mm.
It does.
I mean, you're going to go 13 months and not tell, it's going to come up. And then now you have a chargeback. Why? Because those two are one. They live in the same house. That's it. It's going to come up. And every time I've gone against my gut and went ahead and did it, it was a chargeback. So I'm going to save you the challenge. Just don't do it, because then you're holding up a standard. You're saying, no, I respect your spouse, and this is the way we do it.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, sir.
What do you want? Can you write a check for it right now? Why you should work with me? And now
No. Why you should not? Don't say that. Why you should work with me? I would say, can you write a check for $1,500? That's a yes or no question.
I
No.
can't.
How does that make you feel? No.
Sad, mad, disappointed.
If we could help you, we could help you to achieve your goal, sending your child to the college, which will make you happy. How serious are you? Scale 1 to 10. 1 being the lowest, 10 being the highest. I'm 10. So this is an important decision. So you said you have a significant other. When it comes to making a decision of such importance, you make a decision together or alone? We make a
Together.
decision together. And this is how you see how their marriage is looking.
What if they say they make them by themselves? I'm married, but I make the decisions, Tony. I don't need her to make my decisions.
Sure, sure. And you know that you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. But in a marriage, and I've been married for 40 years, I know my wife allowed me to make a decision just out of respect. I want her to let her know what we're going to be doing as a family. And that's
We do our
important to her.
finances separately.
But yeah.
I can do this myself. We do our finances separate.
Okay. Okay. If you can do it yourself, okay, then we can go ahead and do that.
Really?
I mean, if she's that adamant,
because what happens
she's that
when I've heard
adamant,
that, see,
huh?
I've heard that, and then I do the appointment, and at the end of the appointment, it always ends up with, "Let me talk to my wife." Like, bro, I just
Hello. I told
Yeah.
you.
Every time.
every single
Every
time,
doggone
no matter what,
time.
and it's an easy out. And if you overcome
That's
it, you're
right.
kind of a jerk.
Yeah.
That's right. It's easy out.
So it is very, 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 very. I mean, you
This
learn
is what
all this.
Marcel
All
used
of
to
us will
teach.
learn
Marcel
through
said
our
it's
mistakes.
heavily frowned upon to discuss any level of finances without both spouses present, and that's what I don't do a one
I
leg.
don't discuss anything without Shabnam. I would never dare
Mhm.
to.
Yeah.
The easy way that I've actually found now, especially when I'm dealing with a man, I say, well, now, if you know everything about the policy and you pass away,
She would
she's
have
just
no
helping.
way of knowing it.
That right there is what, oh, yeah, you're right. After that, I don't hear any more problems with it. But I just won't do it. I won't do it anymore.
Can you give me your exact words again, Tony? So this is an important decision. Who else do you is a part of
This is a very important decision, right, Matt?
Yeah, absolutely.
So let me ask you a question. Who else besides you is involved in making that decision, such an important decision? Do you make a decision, or you and your husband makes a decision together? Oh, we make it together, right? I does do the same thing. I don't make any major choices without talking to my wife.
Who else besides you is involved in making that decision?
Yeah. So once we establish that, and now we are in a presentation. So let's say husband is there, wife is there. So now I'm going to start here.
Before you go there, so you end it right then. So
and I'm
what do you want?
Okay, let's set up a time with you and your husband.
And now we're in this is going to be prospecting, set the appointment, started the appointment, showed them what you want. Now we're on a new appointment, husband and wife's there. Are you going to start back over and do the
meeting?
Because I told her why she needs to work with me, because they don't have the money, right?
Mm-hmm. But are you going to go over that with the husband now that he's back?
No, watch how it gets done.
Awesome. Let's go. So now we're on appointment.
This is where the rubber hits the road, right?
Okay.
So now let's say you and Alicia are together. And well, thank you for both coming in. Alicia, good seeing you. Is this your husband?
It is, yeah.
Oh, hi, Matthew. Hey, Matthew, how are you doing? Remember, Matthew is not happy to sit here because Alicia don't know anything, and he's thinking I'm going to sell something to him.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
He's already closed-minded.
Right.
Another man met my wife. What's going on in his man's mind? There's a 20 million question. He just wants to end that presentation so quickly, and he wants to look like a hero. I told you he's a fake. So you got to know all of that. So now your bigger job is to get him on your side.
Okay.
Wow, that's really true.
He's on my side, but he's not on my side yet.
Right.
So my whole focus has to be him in my side.
Okay.
If I can get him on my side, rest is piece of cake.
Got it.
See, we are in a business of people, so we must know how to read people, how to see people, how they react.
Okay.
And we got to understand a little bit more about the human psychology. I mean, that's how people act.
Mhm.
I cannot change that, right? So, but I can change me.
Okay.
So, good to have you, Matthew.
Thank you.
You know, it's a very few people who are supportive like you are. So that tells a lot of things about you. I got so much respect for you. I want you to let you know.
Mm.
Appreciate that.
Mm.
I want him on whose side?
Your side. And you're already making it clear that it's important, that his opinion is important,
Yeah.
and that you want to be on that level with him. I'm not after your wife. I'm not trying to run a game. I'm wanting to hear you. This is excellent. This is just excellent.
So now, Matthew, I want you to know one more thing. I'm not here for you to join anything, and I don't have anything to sell you.
Okay.
That's the last thing I want to. Today, I'm going to share how Miss Alicia said is the concern you have as a family, and see if we have a solution of that. And I'm so happy you're open to hear that. Is that fair, Matthew?
That's fair.
Wow.
So I've told two things to Matthew. I'm not going to sell you anything.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to share how we're going to help the concern you have.
Okay.
Clear?
Got
Perfect.
it. Got
So
it.
we now on the same page.
Mm-hmm.
So now my third thing I'm going to ask you is this, Mr. Matthew. Miss Alicia, did you tell your husband that what did we talk when we met first? Did you tell him?
I did, yeah.
And what did you tell? Matthew, what did she tell you?
She said that we didn't have enough money to retire when we wanted to, and you had some ideas of how we might be able to get where we wanted to go.
And she said that is important to both of you. Is that correct, Matthew?
Yep.
So you telling me sending your child to college is important to both of you? Yes?
Yep.
Okay. And she also tell you both are working, but not earning enough money. And at the end of the day, you do not have enough money at disposal to pay for that. Is that still correct?
That's correct.
So I want him to show, she tell you how much money, if you want to send your child to college, how much do you need? Now, I know I break it down, but I also know Alicia does not able to do that. Remember, she only retained, she said send the college, but she didn't break it down the way I broke it down. So now I'm going to break it down again.
Okay. Okay.
Because I want him to see the whole movie.
Okay.
So now at that level, they're both at the same level now. So once I break it down that how I achieved that $1,700, because he needs to know that to bring him on to what? The same level.
Got it. Okay.
See, we have not talked about the straight line yet. It's too early to bring that tool out.
Sorry. Absolutely.
So now so what I'm going to share with you, that what exactly we do, and this is going to take me around another 15 minutes.
Okay.
Matthew, do you have extra 15 minutes?
Yep.
That's what I want to hear.
Got
So
it.
whatever the time I talk, that does not count. Because I did not start what? The presentation yet.
Okay. Okay.
So I want to ask him, because now it may take me 15 minutes, 20 minutes, right? So I
Sure.
want to make sure he's involved in that. True or not?
Absolutely.
I don't want to be getting itchy in next 5
Right.
minutes. Oh man, how long are you going to be talking now? Are you with me, Matthew?
Yep.
So all the pieces of your presentation must be well thought of.
Got it.
Yeah, for sure.
Got it. Wow. Yeah. So that's yeah, this helps so much, Tony, because I'm realizing I've been skipping steps. I'm grateful that I experienced the success that I did, but I also understand now that I didn't put in enough work to build the trust to get them to keep it for 13 months. Wow. Okay.
So now we're going to go to the financial independence talk, and then I'm going to
After
get
you
to
break
the
it down
house.
the cost for him. So
I broke it down the cost.
So it's
And
it's
so
prospect the
Matthew,
person. Let me get to where we are real quick. It's prospect the person, and then it's call to set the appointment, and then it's figure out what they want on the appointment, and then it's determine if they have a significant other, and then it's restart the appointment. And now this appointment is number one. Oh my gosh, you're so supportive. That's amazing. It's awesome to have somebody like you in their life. Now they feel good. Then it's I'm not going to sell you anything. I'm not going to ask you to join anything. Did she tell you what we're going to be talking about? Break down the numbers to now now I understand. Now I'm on the same page she is. Now it's do you have 15 minutes as the next step?
yeah, that's where your clock starts.
Okay.
That when we're going to say 15 minutes, that's where it starts.
Okay.
Because if he's irritated by this time, he's not going to listen to my presentation.
Absolutely.
Why won't he listen it?
Absolutely. And that way you don't waste your time. So this is an example of the slow nickel instead of the fast dime.
Yeah, I got it.
This is perfect. This is perfect.
Okay. Yes, I got 15 minutes. Now we're going financial.
Now we want to get to the point very clearly.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
So, yes, I have 15 minutes. You're going straight financial independence talk to the beginning.
Do the financial independence talk because the best talk.
Yep.
Because a lot of people can see value in that. Okay.
Absolutely.
Do that. Now you are into the house.
Okay.
So you do the house.
The video, or how do you do the house? Do you just talk about the house for a second?
Yeah, I talk about a financial house.
Okay.
Financial house. Now, here's the key after the financial house. Because I'm not going to offer you any product unless we get to the point, okay?
Sure.
So, Matthew, today, remember I said we don't have enough time to talk about it, but I'm going to talk to you about only two things out of the things, how they work.
Okay.
So remember on the financial house, what was the foundation? You said it was this.
It was life insurance, right?
Life insurance. And the roof was have enough money for that. So we're going to only talk about two things. Then I show, because I'm recruiting you, I want to show you before and after on a life insurance.
Okay.
Shonda's example, whatever example you want to show it to them. Okay. I don't have an example. If you don't have example, you can do this. It's available to all of us. Can you share the screen? See this?
Yeah, you have the right.
See this screen? This is available on a POL, right?
Yep.
If you go on Miss Ida on a presentation, this is available to you.
Yes.
This is available before and after.
I love that page.
So let's say you are here and this is what you can. So let me ask you a question. What plan would you rather have, A or B? B.
For sure.
If you are on a plan B, anytime would you rather go to plan A? No, I would never do that. Why plan B is better than A? So I want to talk about that.
I think you got to click it one more time and bring the money up.
Yes. Now then I'm going to show you if there's 10 people, how many of 10 people? Everybody. If I show this to 10 people, how many? If you are here, would you do it? Yes, 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 yes. So if you help a family, would you like to know what you can earn? Yes. Now I'm going to show you how much money you earn on $82. That's $1,000. That's $500 at entry level. So $500 at your job, how long does it take to make a $500? Oh, it's a week. How many hours? 30 hours. Okay. If I could show you you can do it in an hour, would you rather make See, my job is still in 20 minutes to get you so excited you want to work with me.
So Tony, you automatically turned that into recruiting, even though when we talked, you just talked about sending people to me and me sending people to you.
Watch how we go. Yeah. We are all doing all that.
Okay. Okay.
Because now I want to sell the concept. So I shared, so plan A or plan B, right?
Mm-hmm.
You said, I want a plan B. Would you rather pay $82 a month? I mean, $82 a month or $300 a month? I want $82 a month. Times 12, that's $1,000. And you are at a 50% entry level. That makes $500. I had to pay attention to this one, okay? This is how you get people involved. Ira, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Doing what you're doing, how long does it take to make a $500? Let's say you said 30 hours.
Okay.
If you could spend 1 hour and still earn that $500, what plan is better, A or B?
B.
What do you call a person who makes 30? This is called hard work.
Yes, very manual hard working.
What do you call this?
Easy, much easy work. Smart work.
Smart work. Would you rather work hard or would you rather work smart?
Smarter.
If you could earn a $500 every time you help a person, how many times a week would you like to do that?
As many as I can. As many as possible.
Let's say if you could do only 2 times a week, because
Okay.
part-time, you got other things going on with you. Times 2, that's $1,000, true?
Yes.
How many weeks in a month?
4 standard.
What is the 1,000 times 4?
4,000.
Now remember, to send your children was only 1,700, right?
Yes.
So let's say out of this 4,000, you sending your children and you're saving money for their college, right?
Yeah.
You still have $2,300 left. What would you like to do with this money?
Yeah. Maybe pay some
I'm going to
bills, or
sell
maybe
this
pay-
money now, okay?
Mhm.
I would be able to put more money for, would you like to put same money for retirement? Would you like to do that? Would you be able to? Yes.
Yes.
If you could do that, how exciting would that be for you, Miss Ida?
Oh, that would be awesome. I never thought about this.
How exciting would that be for you? If we could help you to achieve your goals and dream, help your kids to go to college, help you retire early, how different be the life?
It would be nice, but you will help me, right?
That's what I'm here for.
Okay.
I can only help you if you want to help yourself.
Okay. I'm ready.
Now is takeaway. Takeaway is here. Miss Ida,
Yes, sir.
this all looks good on a piece of paper, and I'm glad you want to get involved. But do you know this opportunity you cannot take advantage of this? Do you know why that is?
Say again. There is a part that
It's
was.
a great opportunity. But where you are, you cannot take an advantage of this opportunity. This cannot happen to. Do you know why that is?
No, I don't know.
Would you like to take a guess?
Maybe I have to know how to make those. Maybe I have to learn how to make that money.
No, not yeah, but not that.
Not that.
You can learn all that, but you still won't be able to do that.
Okay.
Would you like to know what that is?
Yes, please help me.
Because you are not certified in financial banking. Am I correct?
Yeah. Okay.
Would you like to know how to get certified?
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
Now, because now she wants to know how to get a license,
Yes.
right? Now we're going to talk about licensing.
Bus is here.
So don't market anything before it has its value, establish its value. Then know how to market that, how to talk to them. So you can do it yourself, or you can let our company help you. If you do it yourself, you're going to need a state and FINRA license, which can cost you anywhere, depending on a state you are, anywhere from $800 to $1,000. Or we can help, our company can help you. It will cost you zero. Question for you. Would you rather invest your own $1,000, or would you allow this company to invest money for you? What would you want?
Wow, if the company will pay it, that would be great.
Okay. Remember, we're not going to have company invest all their money, but if you're not serious.
Hmm.
So let me ask you one more time, Miss Ida, how
Yes.
serious are you in achieving your goals?
I am very, very serious. I need to have that money for my son to have the best of the schools.
Now, Alicia, what we have done is we have created it so high that the person wants to have it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where we want people to be.
Absolutely. So you're pretty much everybody you talk to, you're given a recruiting opportunity.
Now, that is the best product I have.
Got it. Okay.
Okay, so even I say that to that, I'm not taking your IBA because I'm not ready yet for you.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what's the next step is? So the next step is, so this is 15, 20 minutes, true?
Got it. Mm-hmm.
My next step is, now I want to go over the detail, how we help the families and what's they're missing. My next appointment is one-on-one, and I want to get on your FNA.
Correct.
So you have or you have not already done the straight line?
No, this is a recruiting presentation.
Okay.
10 minutes.
Got
Now I want to get in how to help. Now, before you get started, Miss Alicia, if you're sick and you need a medicine, who do you give a medicine first? To yourself or to everybody?
Oh no, give it to me.
And you said on that financial house, you don't have a proper protection. You don't have this. I want to talk to you and show you how you establish that.
Okay.
Now we're going to get into what? Your FNA.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you ain't going to do the FNA, I don't need your IBA.
All right. So before you take an IBA, you've already
got to be my client.
FNA. But this is my only question, though. It seems like you are investing.
Unless you are truly sick.
Sure.
I mean, you have a medical issues, yes. But you can still save $25.
Yeah. So in your experience, are you finding that you are investing a lot of time in people who are not actually doing an IBA with you?
No. So I spent, at the most, I spend maybe around half an hour to maybe an hour total.
Yeah, 1 hour.
See, it takes time to explain all this, but when I'm doing it, doesn't take me that long.
Got it. Okay.
Because if you're not going to become my client, why do I need your IBA? What do I do with that?
Absolutely. God knows. Absolutely. Yeah.
And then they're going to go and collect more IBAs, and they're going to collect more
They
IBAs.
don't do
And
anything.
where's the production? And
Right.
if there's no production, means he or she did not make money. And if he and
Absolutely.
she did not make the money, the whole castle collapses.
It does. Now,
Yes.
Tony, you made it clear what we do when we're doing this from a recruiting point of view. I know we're out of time, but if you've got a couple of minutes or in our next Saturday or whatever, I want to see when you're just talking to somebody about coverage, who you're not talking to about a recruiting opportunity.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then this is that. If I'm just talking about a coverage, that's the simplest thing.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm
That's
talking
so
about
easy.
from meeting them in the grocery store to making that transition.
Oh, I'll show you where you find that out.
Okay.
See, all you need to know is where people are, who you talking to.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say if I'm giving this example, right? I can ask question right here.
Okay.
So let's say this family has this. You know, I mean, you heard of insurance. I'm sure everybody has insurance. And I'm sure you have the kids and all that. I'm sure you also have the life insurance, right? So let me ask you, you have the life insurance, don't you?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
No, there's two types of life insurance, with a saving plan or without a saving plan. What do you have?
I don't know. I just pay it every month. No idea.
Okay. So I will figure it out in my mind.
Yeah.
I may not play it there,
Sure.
but I want to know, Christians call it gathering information.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
More information I have about you,
Right.
my job going to be so easy at that end.
Mm-hmm.
True?
Right.
Because
Absolutely.
you showed me what you have. Now I can work with that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
She said, oh, I paid $200. Wow. Are you health-wise okay?
Yeah, I'm great.
Tell me, how much money you pay again?
What am I doing? $235. Yeah.
Wow.
Is that a lot?
I don't know.
Huh.
I do not know. Then we have what to say, don't we?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Got it.
What I have seen, right? You heard that, right?
Mm-hmm.
You go straight into that,
Okay.
but you need to know that.
Got it. Okay. So from a stranger that you're meeting at the grocery store,
Yeah.
what is that conversation? Hey, how you doing? How much money? You see what I'm saying? How do you
Well,
make
I don't offer products on when I'm prospecting. No.
Okay. So not in a prospecting, but just when you're approaching them about insurance.
Yes, when I'm talking about insurance, then I would like to find out what they have. Yes.
Right. But
You
this
have it.
stranger at
Yes
the
or no?
grocery- you don't approach people at the grocery store
No.
that you're not trying to recruit.
Mhm.
It is I go out and meet people only with the one intention and one intention.
Okay. Got it.
I'm going to have this person come in.
Got it.
Remember, it is a potential.
Mhm.
It can go either way.
Got it. Okay.
I
Okay.
do not know unless you come to the
Ring.
must come in the ring.
Got
Once you come in the ring, then we can figure out everything we want to.
Okay.
But if you don't come to the ring, how do I know?
So your sole intention is recruiting, and whatever
My
happens
whole
from
intention
there-
is yes. Because
okay.
if I could recruit, and if I can get you happily involved, then what? I can get you to what?
Client.
Field
Yeah.
training.
Absolutely.
If I can get you on a field training, we can write and help more families.
Got
Yes or no?
Okay.
Yeah.
I got it now.
All
I
right.
got it.
But will you say that sometimes you know that the client is not interested in the recruiting, so you can target specifically the protection,
Sure.
and it's possibility that in the same meeting you also sell the you also
See,
give.
Miss Alda, not everybody gets involved in my business, but everybody can take an advantage what I do.
Yes.
So, Miss Ida, while I'm going to share with you, this may not be for you, but there are certain things you can take an advantage of it. If I can help you to do better financially, you would like to know, won't you?
Yes.
Mm.
I set this one up right in the beginning because I know even after showing everything, I'm not going for what? IBA. I'm going for what? FNA.
Yes.
I don't need your IBA. IBA needs, so then I would do that if you became my client, then I can break it down to their compensation. And now you know that compensation, you like what I do. So if you want to do that, I told you you have to be licensed. Now it's not a issue. See, I brought those 3 people yet on a Tuesday. Gordon did such a great job. Hector did such a great job. Right after that, hey, what else you want me to tell you? What else you need to know? I have covered all the areas, right? What else you want to know? There's no presentation, no. Okay, I want to go with that. Why do you want to do that? Yeah. Let's get into your FNA. So last night, $8,000, which came in at 10 o'clock, that came from her. At FNA. Then I told her how the $8,000, what it does. If she every month she said, I like it. I said, would you like to get certified and get a license? Yes. Do you remember what they went over? Yes. You got any issue with that? No. Okay, let's see, take your paperwork. That's it.
Again, my question you did not answer. My question is, if you know that the person from the beginning is not interested in being working with you, will you get get them to be a client right there?
Say one more time. I didn't
Will
understand.
you get them to be a client right there?
Yeah. Why not?
That's right.
Why
Because
not?
you may not see the person again.
See, keep this in mind, Miss. I learned this a long time ago. I think we all learned it. Your client is a recruit and your recruit is a client.
Yes.
Right? Some people they join your business after 10 years in your business.
Yes.
Some people join late. Anna, she's been my client for 11 years. End of the term showed up. Don't have the money. Husband came in angry. My insurance is going up. Blah, 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 blah. I said, I'm glad it's going up because you're 20 years older.
Mm-hmm.
I've been telling you for the last only 20 years, why didn't you save the money? I didn't have the money. Did I ever tell you that you can earn money? Yeah. So would you like to know now? Yeah. Would you get it? Yeah. So Miss Anna came in, the wife. So this last month, I wrote 3 businesses with her, and we got 2 people in her team. So it's okay. But use the process. We all have a process. Don't be in a rush to get an IBA. That's what I always tell.
I totally agree. But also, there is a possibility that after you spend the 2 hours explaining everything, they'll go home, think about it, and say, forget it.
There's a lot of people go to church for years and still don't become a Christian. Do you understand that?
Yes, yes.
But the pastor is not stopping giving a
sermon.
So it's okay.
It's okay. Yes, I understand.
It's okay. As long as you want to help family and you have that intention, fine.
You can follow up later.
Yeah, follow up later.
And please don't spend 2 hours with people wearing people out and not.
Yeah. Remember,
totally.
each session should not be more than 15, 20 minutes.
Yes.
That's really, I don't want to sit in front of over 20 minutes. I get tired, right?
Yes.
It takes longer than 15, 20 minutes if you're doing business, but.
Yeah. In that, then now they're ready for it.
Yeah. But don't take too long.
Then you have to take the form. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
All right, guys. I hope we made
make some progress. I think we made progress on the other side.
Yes. Thank you, Tony.
All right, guys. Have a great day.